I'm Stephanie, founder of Vegan Gastronomy, and I'm here to introduce to you a brand new series that we're starting. I'm going to take many traditional, mainstream chefs, famous chefs, and their recipes, and we'll be recreating them here in our kitchen because we're the world-leading vegan cooking school and we're known for veganizing many traditional dishes. So continue as we move on with our series, where you will see me and other chefs go head-to-head with many chefs you know from around the world, recreating their dishes from traditional to vegan. Today's challenge is against one of the bad boys of the food world. You also know him as Gordon Ramsay. Gordon says that when he challenges a brand new chef in one of his restaurants, he wants to make sure that the chef knows how to cook a classic scrambled egg.
And if they can make the perfect scrambled egg, you know they know how to cook properly.
So we take his recipe and now we put it in the challenge here in the vegan kitchen.
Breakfast. Never get a chance to eat it Monday to Friday, but Saturday, Sunday, however, is the time when everyone should have a proper breakfast. My perfect breakfast, scrambled egg, sauteed mushrooms and tomatoes.
Gordon, the eggs on the weekend are very decadent and wonderful. My version has zero chance of salmonella, not hurting any little chickens, zero cholesterol, it's made from potato protein, has zero allergens, and super duper healthy and delicious.
The most important thing about any scrambled egg is stopping it from overcooking. To serve with a scrambled egg, flat cap mushrooms, just keep them whole and put them in the pan.
Gordon, we agree with you on the mushrooms, 100%. In our level 1 course, we even teach an entire section on the whole world of mushrooms and fungi. Always a good addition to any dish.
Vine tomatoes. Best way of roasting these is actually keep them on the vine. In the pan with the mushrooms. Right.
I also agree with you, Gordon, on the tomatoes, because we're in Spain, the heart of the Mediterranean, where tomatoes reign supreme. We're gonna pop these straight into the pan, but we think it'd be nice to cover it up to cook these even easier and still brown them.
Nothing worse than going into a restaurant, having scrambled egg on toast and having soggy toast. This here is a sourdough bread. And the reason
No. Gordon, this is a sourdough bread. We teach this in our vegan baking course. Never soggy here.
We're going to use it for scrambled egg is because it's strong, robust, and it's got a lovely flavour to it.
We actually teach you how to make your own sourdough culture so you can get your individual and personalized sourdough flavor. Maybe you want to come over and check it out for yourself, Gordon.
But be quite generous when you cut it because you don't want this sort of little thin, tight, sort of fisted slice of bread. Nice and thick, chunky bread.
Yeah, soggy limp toast, not good. No es bueno.
Every time we get a new cook in the kitchen, we always ask them to make scrambled egg. And if they can make the perfect scrambled egg, you know they know how to cook properly.
That might be your way, Gordon, to check and see if a chef knows what he or she is doing. But our way is we ask them, hey chef, what would you do to make a meal for a person who came in who needed a vegan meal but you had no notice? Well, guess what? If you answered French fries, salad, and pasta primavera, down. But if you used your brain and you were able to recreate many dishes that were traditional, but you utilized interesting ingredients in a unique and still delicious fashion, then we'd be impressed. And here's our way of utilizing something called potatoes. Very easy and very basic. This is a brand new take on an old classic.
Start off with 3 eggs.
For our eggs, you take 1 packet of our omelet mix and you add it to 500 mils of water. With a little splash of any mild oil, whiz it up in a blender, pour it in a container, you'll be ready right away.
And it starts turning into something sort of very watery. So, eggs in the pan, nice knob of butter. And it's really important to put the butter in right at the very beginning because what that does, it starts giving a really nice velvety finish to the scrambled egg.
Ours is a little different. We put the butter in first. And this is our signature vegan butter that we teach here at our academy. It's one of our most highly sought after recipes that students make over and over and over again. I removed our eggs that we mixed up earlier, and one of these ladles is the equivalent to about 3 eggs. So I put that straight into the pan.
Now, don't season it, because if you put the salt in now, what actually happens, it breaks down the eggs.
Gordon, your eggs seem a little fussy. With our eggs, you can season them anytime you want to. Let's put a little pepper in now. And even some salt.
And then a simple spatula. Onto the heat, never whisk the egg, whisk it in the pan. Because when you start sort of whisking beforehand, you're breaking it all down. You've got to break it down in the pan.
Your eggs seem quite sensitive and delicate.
If you start it on a nice sort of generous heat, take it off the heat, go back to the heat, take it off the heat. And treat it like a risotto. You can't stop stirring. It's live. You've got to really work at it.
And this on the heat, off the heat, on the heat, off the heat, it looks really cool and professional, but it's not really needed with our eggs. We'll keep doing it.
It's starting to come together. It's starting to go a little bit thick. I come back off the heat and just let it work. And just do this 3 or 4 times. Back onto the heat. Now, if I had to season this now, it'd still turn it into something quite watery. And I want a really nice sort of creamy scrambled egg. Something quite fluffy.
So they're starting to come together. Not only are your eggs fussy and delicate, but I heard your eggs cost a lot. Ours are much less expensive.
Shh, is that my toast burning? Off the heat.
Yeah, and I didn't burn my toast. Catch up, Gordon.
Damn, I'm gonna set the fire alarms off. That'll wake up the missus. Okay, here we go. Put that back in. So, on and off the heat. Right, off the heat. Then, as you can see now, look, it's almost starting to sort of, continue cooking. It doesn't need to go back on the stove, because it's actually continuing cooking because the heat is in there.
Yeah, the heat of our product is in this packet. Super easy to ship all over the world. No broken eggshells in here. No salmonella. 0 cholesterol. No harming chickens. And super duper duper delicious, easy, and not delicate eggs.
I'm going to put half a tablespoon of creme fraiche.
We're going to add a dollop of creme fraiche that we teach in our academy as well. All dairy free, all vegan. Mix that up.
Now I'm going to season it. A little bit of salt, and then just a little bit of pepper. Just to finish that, I'm just going to put a little touch of chives in there. And what that does, it just lifts the whole flavour of the scrambled egg and just makes it a little bit more sexy.
We don't have a TV production company, Gordon, but we do have a wonderful edible garden. Yummy chives. These are gonna go great on an egg.
Okay, to serve it. We're ready to go. On. The vine tomatoes, that's why we leave them on the vine, you see, because you just pick them out of the pan like that. Sit them on there. I'm just going to drizzle our sourdough bread with a little bit of olive oil in there. And then just pour the scrambled eggs over the sourdough bread. And there you go, a perfect scrambled egg.
And now, And now, Gordon, the true test is whether or not you're going to take my challenge and come to our school. So good.
Carlos Grau, Valencia.